Hi, Suraj Dewar here. Hope you're fine and doing well. If you love this video, please subscribe and hit the like button. Let's start your $589 per day with Google News and a free bot. That is $589 ordinary, straightforwardly to your record simply by using Google, when you follow all of my means in this video. Just imagine the things that you can buy with that proportion of money. Hence I genuinely urge you to watch this video until the end so you will know all the steps. Before you click off of this video and figure out things without assistance from any other person, I really want to remind you that I'll figure out a lot of huge things here, including the data trade process, notwithstanding some extra additional tips to get cash faster. When you've wrapped up watching this video, you can endeavor the things that I've taught, and you'll be stunned by the gaining potential that this brand new procedure will give you. Yet again, that is $589 every day direct to your record. We ought to now go on with the most compelling thing you believe should do to secure that $589 every day. I accept you ought to go on Google. As I referred to previously, we will use Google to get cash on the web. This is essential because this whole unblemished procedure relies upon Google to make enduring progress and get that $589 consistently. As of now on the chase bar, I keep up with that you ought to type in Google News, and I accept you ought to tap on this one here. Right after clicking that association, you will as of now go to this page where Google will show every one of you of the news and ongoing turns of events. Right when you peer down underneath, you will see a lot of articles from different news sources, and these articles will change dependent upon where you're from. So as you can see here, you have this report, which was moved lately. Furthermore, subsequently you similarly have this one, which was moved 2 or 3 hours earlier. You can click any of them on the off chance that you want to see more. On the left side, you can see the overview of classes for reports, and when you click on one of those arrangements, more reports will be shown, which is about that class. So when you click on World News, you'll see reports from around the world. Exactly when you click Business, Google will show you business-related news, and when you click on Sports, Google will show you reports about sports. For this video, we will go with a prosperity characterization since it's something very critical in these times. So I keep up with that you ought to tap on prosperity here, and you'll be shown with reports about prosperity. Exactly as expected, an enormous part of the reports are associated with the pandemic. Moreover, when you peer down, you'll see a lot of reports, and to examine any of them, you can essentially tap on that article. Right when you click on an article, you will as of now need to start repeating that article. You don't have to copy the whole thing, basically copy the critical parts. This is a very basic step because to get cash, you need to have a couple of remarkable articles, and all will let you know later on the most ideal way to do that. So for this step warily, pick the huge bits of the article and copy them. That's what directly following doing, we will as of now go on with the ensuing stage, and I accept you ought to focus in on this one, since this is especially key so you can obtain $589 every day. So I urge you to not skirt any parts. I keep up with that you ought to go to Google and search for TurnBot. You'll see this one, spinbot.com. Text reworking, text re-examining, content creation device. You need to tap on that one and you will move toward this page. So you could ask what TurnBot is. Without a doubt, basically TurnBot is a free customized message rewriter that will change fathomable message into extra vigilant, clear message. TurnBot is one of the most staggering article redoing on the web gadgets, which meets our requirements in general. Furthermore, saves a lot of time. This free message rewriter is planned to alter sentences unequivocally. So when you stick your copied article here, TurnBot will truly overhaul the whole article so it will end up being new. As of now, what you believe should do is stick the imitated article to the compartment. SpinBot will truly show you the quantity of characters that you've copied and the quantity of characters you have left. Make sure to tap on this container here, which says I am human, to proceed with the innovative cycle. As might be self-evident, TransformBot has changed your reproduced article into another, which is wonderful and exceptional. You can now include this to procure that $589. In brief, I'll show you where you can use SpinBot to get cash on the web. This step will be extraordinarily basic in light of the fact that I'll show you a little by little cycle on the most capable technique to get it going. Likewise, I will guide you continually, considering the way that I accept you ought to gain, especially as I did. Explore my pay from doing the philosophy, and you can in like manner obtain especially like this. So keep on watching this video. SpinBot is a genuinely surprising gadget which help us with changing any article into something intriguing. You can similarly look for other reports close to prosperity, Essentially pick the critical parts to reorder them by and large here on SpendBot. Then, inside 2 or 3 minutes, you will as of now have a totally revamped article, which is novel, and the best part is that it is without copyright. I'll buy and by show you a locales that you can use to get cash with SpendBot. The essential site is called textbroker.com. This site is the go-to content making organization for different errands. It is the shown stage to rethink content creation quickly and easily. At the point when you're on their point of arrival, what you maintain that should do is click on I form content here, and a while later you'll be redirected to this page where you can see how much text specialist pays their makers. As you can see here, they pay this aggregate per word. You can take a gander at it isolated and read each of these circumspectly to have a sensible idea of the sum they will pay, but don't pressure since you won't create anything in any way, shape or form. We'll use SpendBot to acquire cash from TextBroker. You ought to just revisitation of Google News and Quest for a couple of good articles and subsequently run them through SpendBot and you will buy and by have a clever article. If you have any desire to check the sum you can get from this site, you ought to just parchment a pinch down and you'll have the choice to see this pay smaller than usual PC. You can simply slide this button and you'll have the choice to see on this case, the sum you can secure. Could we endeavor to see the sum we can secure expecting that you form 2,000 words? So as might be self-evident, they will pay $100 for each 2,000 words, and you don't for even a second need to make anything since TurnBot will achieve fundamentally everything for us. You ought to just reorder an article on SpendBot, and you'll have the choice to acquire cash. That is truly dumbfounding. As of now to start getting cash from TextBroker, you first need to make a record, and don't pressure since this is 100% free. You ought to just snap here and a while later you'll be taken to this page where you essentially need to enter in specific nuances, and to finish the data trade process, simply snap on this green button underneath. At the point when you have a record, you can now start to get cash from TextBroker. Progressing forward toward the accompanying site, where we can similarly get cash. It's called i-writer.com. This is where people can come and have their articles made by others. How this capabilities is very fundamental. You first need to make a free record on this site, then you need to pick what sort of article or content you want to form. At the point when you have the article, you need to introduce that and they will review your work. Starting there ahead, they'll as of now pay you for the work that you've done. It's exceptionally direct. You might be thinking about the sum you'll get from making articles. Without a doubt, on this assessing page, you can see that they have 4 levels of forming, which are standard extraordinary, 5-star and most excellent notwithstanding. Exactly when you peer down below, you can see the sum they will pay you per word. As might be self-evident, the most raised portion that you can arrive is $435 for a 6,000 words article. Moreover, we both realize that is an uncommonly straightforward thing to do using SpendBot. Another site that you can acquire cash from is called scripted.com, right on the greeting page of their site. You can see utilize free writers to control your substance displaying. Basically, this is somehow relative with the 2 destinations that I showed you already anyway. The chief differentiation is that this site pays more. As might be self-evident, you can get remunerated however much $1,299 and you ought to just make a free record. A phenomenal viewpoint concerning this site is that they offer an astoundingly relentless pay. You can clarify the things that you know, you can work with unprecedented associations, you can manufacture your portfolio, you can work wherever at whatever point, and they have an unimaginable portion in undertaking the chiefs. To make a free record on this site, fundamentally click on this button here, and a while later you ought to just give the expected nuances on this cases and snap the blue button to continue. You can do this reliably and just keep on submitting articles on the locales that I've referred to. The securing potential on this strategy is a ton, so you better guarantee you do this right away. Besides, it's just as simple as that. Bit-by-bit guidelines to earn $589 per day with Google News and a free bot. Attempt to get involved with the feed and snap on the notification ringer, smash the like button.